Hello there, I am Mr. Extreme Table, and today we are going to be playing some Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. So I have everything set up for the solo mode rules, and I will be playing the first scenario that Renegade Game Studios has put out, called Invasion. So I have everything set up. Let's get started. Goes for the invasion scenario. We're going to be following the normal setup for the base game. We can only choose our characters from the 5 original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and since I'm playing solo mode, we will not be having a 6th player, so we won't get to use the Green Ranger or Time Force Pink. I've already shuffled together all the deployment decks as they are shown to be shuffled together on this rule set. So let's get into the characters we'll be using today. Giving a brief team rundown, I will be using Mighty Morphin Red, Black, and Pink. So we got them set up here. As per the scenario rules, you're only allowed to use the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that were included in the core box. All right, now let's get to deploying some monsters and foot soldiers. Another day, another one of Rita's monsters trying to attack Angel Grove. No big deal. You'll kick some putties, blow up the monster, and maybe meet up at the juice bar later for a smoothie. What could go wrong? All right, time to deploy some baddies. Flipping over the first card here, we have 2 Super Putty Patrollers, and they will be going to Ernie's Juice Bar. All right. So we got those mean-looking guys over there. Next, our second deployment. Oh boy, 3 of the normal Putty Patrollers. They will be going straight to Angel Grove High. Whew, 3 Super Putties at Angel Grove High as well, and that's going to panic that location. So we're going to place our first 2. We'll reach our figure limit of 5, and the next one will bounce around clockwise into the industrial district. Whew, kind of brutal, but at least we got one good spot to kind of get some good stuff going. Our 4th card, just one more over at Angel Grove High, which again will bounce over clockwise into the industrial district there. One more. Number 5. 2 Super Putties over in the industrial district. All right, place those guys there. And this is what our board is looking like. So we've already got one area panicked, which will be probably a good spot to get started with. And then we've got our industrial district there, which is starting to pile up. All right, let's get on to the Ranger turn. All right, getting started with our Ranger turn here. I have 5 of our action tokens set up as per the solo mode rules. So we're gonna flip our first one over and use that just to move our guys down to the industrial district. Now, I decided to do this because depending on how things play out, if I can knock out these 4 guys, use another action to move here, I'll have 2 actions to potentially get rid of everybody here. All right. So next we're going to spend our second action to initiate a battle here, and I'll be right back as I draw my cards from my hand. All right, as per the solo mode rules, you are allowed to draw any cards from any Ranger's deck that you have until you have up to 7 cards in your hand. So I'm going to get started with one of each here. Lead the charge, smooth moves, take aim. All right, I'll take another from Kimberly. Flying kick, that'll be good to get some energy. I'll take another from the Black Ranger. Okay, reckless blow. This from him. Oh, another lead the charge. Okay, not too shabby. I think what I'll do is I'll grab one more. Oh, from the Black Ranger, and we've already got his power axe, which that could be pretty devastating, especially in tandem with this lead the charge. All right, let's get into the battle and see what we're up against. All right, so I have taken all the 3 energy across these 3 guys and the 2 additional ones that I got as per the solo mode rules when you start a battle, and I have them all set up here I'll take the lead ranger token, and you know, I'll put that over here on the red ranger. All right, so now it is time to deal out the enemy cards for the super putties. We'll get these guys all shuffled up here. Okay, and we got 4, so we'll flip 4 down. We got Putty Pummel, Regrow, and Swarm Attack. All right, not too shabby. All right, time to see how we're gonna tackle these. All right, starting out this battle, I'm going to use Kimberly's ability, which is at the start of each battle, you may deal 1 damage to an enemy card of your choice. And I'm going to opt to deal that single damage to this first Putty Pummel. So then what I'll do, since I have the first turn, since there are no fast cards, I'm going to play Lead the Charge. So playing that card allows me to roll 2 dice for an attack, and the next time any ranger performs an attack this battle, I add 1 die to that attack. So let's roll some dice up over here and see how I do. And just to be clear, the target of that first attack is this first Putty Pummel. I'm going to try and get it off the board while I still can. All right. Whew, and that's 2 damage. All right, very good. So, a very successful first turn. We defeat this card, and we will add 1 of these Super Putty Patrollers over to our Zord track. Very nice. And as per the solo mode rules, after I play a card, I may draw a card from a different ranger's deck. So I will draw one from the Pink Ranger here, and it seems that I've accidentally left a Yellow Ranger card in that deck. So let me fix that really quick. All right, after sorting that out, I drew another Take Aim. So this is what our hand is currently looking like. All right, so there's the first turn for the enemy cards, and I think what I'm going to play now is I'm going to play Power Axe here. So that's going to cost me 3 of my energy, so I'll be down to 2. But what that will allow me to do is roll 3 dice plus 1 for playing Lead the Charge, and after I roll, I can choose 2 dice from that attack and deal that much damage to each enemy card adjacent to the target. So my target for this attack is going to be Regrow, and I'm going to hope that I could get at least 1 dice with the double damage and 1 with the single damage, so that I can just take everything out and be done. All right. So rolling those dice, I'm going to roll them in batches of 2. So we got our first 2. That's 1 hit and 1 miss. And then our second 2. That's 2 more hits. Now, this isn't exactly what I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do is use the Red Ranger's ability, Leadership. Once per battle, a ranger of your choice may reroll any number of dice during an attack. So I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here. I'm going to take these 2 dice and reroll them and hope that I get 1 double damage icon. Oh, as you can see there, I got 1 double damage icon. So what I'm going to do is I will obliterate the first card with only 2 health here. And then I will choose these 2 dice and deal that damage to both of these targets that are beside this one. So that's 3 damage here, 3 damage here, and that's 3 more Super Putties to go onto our track over here. Oh, very good turn for me, I would say. All right, let's move on to the next one. So after that first battle here, let me put that Lead Ranger token back. I had 2 energy left over, which I will be storing back on the Black Ranger and the Pink Ranger. All right, moving on, we still have 3 more actions here. So we'll spend 1 to move our Daring Rangers over to Angel Grove High. And then I will spend another action to begin the battle there. Now first I can draw until I have up to 7 cards in my hand. This is currently what we're looking at. I think I'll draw 1 more for the Red Ranger. Team Tactics. Ooh, very good. That allows me to gain an energy, and then another ranger of my choice may immediately play a card. All right, very nice. So we're going to now shuffle out those enemy cards, and what I will be doing is I will be fighting 3 of the normal Putty Patrollers and 1 Super Putty Patroller. All right, let's do it. All right, so starting this out, I've opted to play a Super Putty Patroller card first. So I'm gonna shuffle these up real quick. All right, we'll play the first one. Ooh, okay, Swarm Attack. Then I will play the 3 Putty Patroller cards. I'll shuffle those up real quick here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got a nice little setup here. This is going to be very interesting to deal with. Okay, let's take a look at our Ranger cards and see what we're going to do. All right, and as we just started a battle, we're going to take the 2 energy that we had here, place that in the pool of energy we have for the whole team, and then we add 2 more as per the rules. All right, I will also once again nominate our Red Ranger to be our lead ranger for the battle. Okay, so first we have Pink Ranger's ability to deal 1 damage to an enemy card of her choice. I think I'm going to put that damage onto, I think I'll put it onto our friend Swarm Attack over here. All right, so that being said, there are no fast cards on the board, so we will get the first turn. While I deliberate, I will come back shortly and we will figure out what to do. All right, so I'm going to start off by playing Take Aim to generate an extra energy, and I can immediately play another card. If it's an attack, I can re-roll any number of dice during that attack. Again, according to the solo mode rules, after you play a card, you may immediately draw a card from a different ranger's deck. So I'm going to draw one from our good friend, the Red Ranger. Ooh, and we got the Power Sword. All right, that's nice. Now, as for what card I will be playing immediately after taking it, I'm going to do Flying Kick and gain an energy and roll 2 dice. And we will be attacking Swarm Attack. Now, I just realized after playing this card, I get to draw a card from a different ranger. So I'm going to draw that from the Black Ranger, and we will get the Blade Blaster here. So now I'm going to roll those dice and see if we take out Swarm Attack. So we get 2 dice, and we get to re-roll them because we use Take Aim. So we get at least 1 re-roll here. Let's give it a shot. 2 damage. Already has 1 on it, only needs 2 more. We take that guy out, and we get rid of one of our Super Putty Patrollers. So we'll take this guy here, put him onto the track, and we're 1 away from getting a Zord. Fantastic. All right, so after defeating that card, it will go, and it is now our turn once more. So I think what I'm going to do here, now that we have 6 energy in our pool, is play Blade Blaster, and I will spend 2 of my energy, bringing us down to 4 in our pool, to do 2 damage to Leaping Attack. So we'll flip that guy over, and since I played a card from Black Ranger, I get to draw one from a different one. I will draw a card for the Pink Ranger. There we go, we got another Blade Blaster. All right, so let's take a Putty Patroller over here and put him on the track. And that will actually get us our first Zord card, so let's check that out. So we will clear the track here, move this up to 1, and draw our first card. Oh, and we got the Pterodactyl Mighty Morphin Pink, Pink Zord. All right, very good. I'll put that up here, which is where I think I'll be putting all the Zord cards that we get, and we'll see if I need it. All right, let's move on to the next Ranger turn. All right, so this card goes. It is now our turn. So what I've decided to do is to play Team Tactics, so I will gain another energy, and another ranger of my choice may immediately play a card. So I get to draw a card from another ranger. You know, I'm just going to draw the cards after I play all the cards that I have to. So I'm going to play Reckless Blow. So that energy that we got immediately gets spent on Reckless Blow. And the effect text there says that before rolling, I could discard the top card of my deck to add 2 dice to the attack. And so I will do that, discarding Mammoth Slam. Oh, that's rough. But I do get to roll 4 dice against Cannon Fodder here. which will be very nice. So before I forget, let me draw cards. So I played one from the Red Ranger. So I will draw a card from the Black Ranger's deck. And then I played one from the Black Ranger. So I will actually draw a card from the Red Ranger's deck for that. And we got another Team Tactics. Look at that. All right, let's go roll those dice and see if we can take out Cannon Fodder. All right, we have a 4 dice attack here, and we only need to do 3 damage. So I'll roll them in 2 batches of 2 just because, you know, I like the suspense. Okay, so we have 2 damage and nothing right there. And then we have, oh, there we go. So that's 4 damage total. So we will be taking out Cannon Fodder. Very nice. So that's another Putty Patroller that we can add to our tracker here. And then I will use Hip Hop Keto, and once per battle, after I defeat an enemy card with an attack, I could deal 1 damage to another enemy card adjacent to the target. So we'll take a damage here, put that on flanking, and that will be the end of that Ranger turn. So this will go, and it is now our turn, and that is the only card left. So I think what I'm gonna do is take our cards here, use that Blade Blaster that we just got for pink, spend 1 energy from our pool, so now we're down to 3 left to do 1 damage to flanking and take it out. So we got another putty here, put him on the track, and look at that. That's another really successful turn. I don't think I've ever really had this much luck with the game. I don't even think I've taken a damage yet. So we have 1 action left. There's 1 guy left in this area and it's still panicked. So I think I'm just gonna flip this and use our last action to try and take him out. So what cards do we have in our hand? A couple fun things here. I think what I'm gonna do is, since I only have 6 cards in my hand, I could draw 1 more. I'll grab 1 from the Pink Ranger, and we got Arrow Shot. This could be just what I need. All right, let's get the cards shuffled out for that Super Putty Patroller. So, grabbing the Super Putty Patroller deck, shuffle these guys up, and we'll play out 1 card. Oh, that's tough. All right, so we'll only have 1 turn since this is a fast card. So it immediately goes, and the 3 energy that I had from my Rangers is in my pool, and then I get 2 more at the start. This guy will drain 1 from our pool, so we're already down to 4. Let's see, looking at what we've got, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to play Arrow Shot and hope for the best. Oh, I have Kimberly's ability. I can immediately do 1 damage to 1 card at the beginning of each turn. I almost forgot about that. So I'll do that, and oh man, you know what, I'm still gonna do Arrow Shot. So I'll spend 1 more energy, so we'll go down to 3, and we got 3 dice to roll. All we need is 1 hit. Oh, and that's 3 hits right there. So we take this guy out. He's gone, and so is that panic token, and that is a very successful first turn. I don't think I've ever had things go that smoothly for me before. All right, so I'm gonna get everything set up for our next turn, and get it all tidied up, and I will see you then. All right, here's a quick overview of what everything looks like post turn 1. We've still got 3 energy left at the command center. All of our Rangers are here. They each still have 1 energy on them, and we already have 1 Zord, the Pterodactyl, and we're up to 3 on the tracker here. So looking pretty good, and I think we'll have our first monster this turn. So let's check it out. Okay, first card, 2 Super Putties over at Angel Grove High. Man, they just love attacking this high school for some reason. Okay, so we've got 2 more coming in here. All right, let's see what else we've got. 2 more in the Industrial District. Okay, they're just coming back with a vengeance right now. So we will take 2 more and put them over here. And okay, that is 2 of our activations. So this is the third one. We've got 2 more over at Angel Grove Park this time. 2 more supers over at Angel Grove Park. Man, a lot of super putty patrollers. Okay, so we'll put those guys back here. And then let's see here. How many have we activated? Oh, sometimes it's hard to keep track. 3. We've placed 3 so far. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put these over in a separate second pile here so I could keep track better. All right, we've got our 4th activation. 2 normal putty patrollers in the industrial district. All right, so we've got 2 more of these guys kind of just moseying on about. All right, last one. We've got 3 super putties. Oh boy. And we've got our first monster. So let's find out who this is. 3 super putties and Primator in Angel Grove Park. All right, that is just going to hit the figure limit. Let me go grab my Primator miniature and we'll get it all set up on the board. All right, there we have it. Primator and 5 super putty patrollers flanking him over in Angel Grove Park. That just hits the figure limit of 6, so everybody's in there. It is panicked. All right, we get our actions back now. Flip these back over. And I think I'm gonna just go ahead and use the first one to move our guys out of Angel Grove High. I think it's best to just try and put the hurt on this area here since it's panicked. And if we get that monster done, according to the solo rules, we do get another action. So that could be a really well-needed boost for my Rangers here. All right, let's get started with our first battle. So I'm gonna flip another action token. Ooh, wait. Ooh, do I wanna battle first? Ooh, let me think about this. I need to think if I need to recover or not. Let's see. What do our discard piles look like? Okay. Decent number there. You know what? I think I'll just go right in and battle. All right. We're gonna battle it out, and that is our second action. So before we battle, we take a look at our hand. All right, let's see what we've got. Sorry about that. Let's get this. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we've got 3 reds, and we've got the Power Sword, which is good. 2 cards from the Black Ranger. I think I'm gonna take another from the Pink Ranger. So now we have our hand of up to 7, and we'll get started with the battle here. Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. All right, here we have our battle. I got Primator's cards here. I've not faced him before, so this is going to be very interesting. Okay, get this shuffled out. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. So we've got 2 Mimicries and 2 Electric Thunders. Let's see what those do real quick. So Mimicry, 1 Ranger must discard 1 random card from their hand. That Ranger suffers damage equal to the number of shields on that card. Then we have these Electric Thunders, which are fast, so they will go up in the track. So those 2 will be first, and it's just deal 2 damage to each Ranger. Okay, now before we get started on those, we also need to deal out our Putty Patrollers, or sorry, Super Putty Patrollers. Get those shuffled up, play our cards, Putty Pummel, Engulf. Okay. Now this is a fast card, so it will go up in the track, and it will be guarding this, which thankfully it's not here because it would suck if it was guarding that. All right, now I do have Kimberly's ability, which I will activate. And just for reference, I will once again be having the Red Ranger be the lead Ranger. And we do have an energy pool of 5, which I will put up here so you guys can see that. Okay, and so Kimberly's 1 damage. I'm going to put it on, I'm gonna put it onto Electric Thunder, this second one in the row. So this first one will activate since it's fast, 2 damage to each Ranger. Let's see what that does. Okay, the first Ranger hit is gonna be the Red Ranger. 2 damage, 3 shields, so this blocks it and will go under his deck. All right, very good. So that's a very Successful first block. Second is our Black Ranger here, and what I'm actually going to do is play this reaction card to block both those damage and gain an extra energy. So now we have a bigger energy pool, which is nice. And then our third Ranger, oh, she'll also block with a 3 on acrobatics here. That will go under her deck. And then since I played smooth moves, I get to draw a card. And let's take a look at what we've got here. I'll draw another one from our Pink Ranger. So we drew her second acrobatics card. Interesting. Okay, that could be good for another time she takes damage. Let's see what else is happening with this combat. All right, so what I'm gonna do is play Take Aim. So I'll gain an energy and I could play another card. If it's an attack, I could reroll any number of dice during that attack, and I'll play Flying Kick. So we'll gain 2 energy, do a 2 dice attack with a reroll, and I will get to draw 2 cards. So let's resolve this first and then draw our cards. All right, so I added the 2 energy to the row up here, and then we'll do our 2 dice attack. Okay, first roll, we need 3 damage because I'm looking to hit that Electric Thunder with the 1 damage on it, and it has 4 health. Nothing. Good thing we have that reroll. First die. 1. Second die. Oh, 2. Okay, good thing I had that reroll. That's 3 damage. And as we can see here, we can take this out. So we'll flip this card over, and then I will draw my 2 cards. So I'm gonna draw 1. You know what, I'll draw 1 from the Black Ranger, and we drew Reckless Blow. And then I'll draw a second one from the Black Ranger. Now his deck is now down to 2 cards. So he's getting really low, but I think, yes, Mammoth Slam. Okay, this will be good. All right, on to the next turn. So let's see, Primator will go, and it is now our turn. So I think I need to target that Mimicry next. I'm gonna try and hit it. Ooh. Ooh, man. I don't know what to do. I think, oh, I'm gonna do something very, very silly here. I'm gonna play Reckless Blow, and I'm going to spend an energy to do that, and I will discard the top card of his deck, which will leave him with 1 card. Okay, and that way I get 2 extra dice for that attack. So before I draw another card, I will roll that attack, and again, that is against the first Mimicry in the row. So I'm gonna roll 2 dice at a time. So we got 2 damage. All right, we need another 2. And that's only 1. Let's see here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Red Ranger's once per battle ability, so I can re-roll a number of dice to my choice. And I'm gonna re-roll this one. I'm gonna go for it. And we got our 4th damage off. All right. So I will then use Hip Hop Keto. And what we're gonna do here, so we'll deal the 4 damage that we did here, and we'll deal 1 extra damage to this one with Hip Hop Keto. So we'll flip that, and we get to draw a card. Because we played 1 from the Black Ranger, I think what I'm gonna do is draw another one from our Pink Ranger. Oh, and that's the Power Bow. All right, we are cooking today. Let's move into the next turn. All right, so this Primator card is gonna go, and given the sheer number of energy we have, I think it's time to play one of our big hitters, and I think I'm gonna do the Power Sword. So I will spend 3 of our energy, so now we're down to 4, and I'll play the Power Sword. And we're gonna go after Mimicry here and just get it over with. Just get it gone. I don't want to see it on the board anymore. All right, so we get a 5 dice from that, and the next time a Ranger plays an attack during the battle, I get to add 2 dice. So I'll have to remember that. So we've got 5 dice going in. We need to deal 3 damage. I think we can do it. That's 2 already. We just need 1 more. Oh, and we've gotten it in spades. Okay, there's our attack. So we very swiftly destroy Mimicry. It is gone. And let's see here. I'm going to opt to not draw another card into my hand after playing that. Just because this is what we're looking like. We've got 2 cards left in Kimberly's deck, 1 in Zach's, and we've got a bunch for the Red Ranger. So I'm not gonna draw anything else. I think we should be good for the time being. Okay. So this Primator card over here is gonna go. It is now our turn again. And we get to add 2 dice to our next attack. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll spend an energy to attack with Sweeping Strike. And what that does is I will roll 2 dice and I get +2 for the Power Sword. And if I could deal 1 damage to an enemy card adjacent to the target, which I'm going to choose as this Putty Pummel here. So I'm attacking this, gonna try and do a damage to this. So let's get that started. Okay, so we have our 4 dice that we're gonna be using over here. And we just need to roll 2 damage markers. Okay, let's see it. There's our 2, and we ended up with 4 damage there. All right, so we're gonna be able to take that out and deal 1 damage to this guy who is adjacent. Very good, so then we'll add one of these super putties over onto our tracker back here. Okay. So this card will then go, and I get 2, I played 1 from the Black Ranger. I'm gonna draw 1 from the Red Ranger's deck, and that is the Blade Blaster there. Okay, so we have some options. Let's see here. I think based on the remaining cards we have here, I'm going to try and get rid of this Electric Thunder to kill off Primator. Just get rid of them, blow them up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play Mammoth Slam. So basically my entire deck for the Black Ranger is in his discard, so I get 1 more die on this attack. So that's 3 dice going in on Electric Thunder. And bring me over here. So we've got our 3 dice. We're gonna make our attack. All right, let's see it. All right, and that's only 2 damage. So we'll take 2 damage markers and we'll put them up on Electric Thunder. So Putty Pummel is gonna go through, and I will have the Red Ranger defend that. So that's 3 damage, 1, 2. Oh, and that card will go under. Okay, so not too bad. We're starting to get low on cards though. Oh, do I want to draw another card? I don't think I should. I think what I'm gonna do, so, oh man, this is rough. I think I'm just going to play Blade Blaster, spend 2 of our 3 remaining energy, and get rid of Electric Thunder. Just blow it up, it's gone. Get rid of it, so we kill Primator and at least get that over with. So this Putty Pummel will then go. So that's another 3 damage coming in. And once again, I'm gonna do that to the Red Ranger. So that's 3 damage, 1, 2, and we got that card there. We'll put it on the bottom. So we blocked that and got that done with. Okay, time for the last activation. Okay, so here's what I've decided. I believe that the last 2 cards in the Red Ranger's deck are his 2 block cards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play Lead the Charge to try and roll 2 dice against this putty pummel here, so we could try and get at least one more on the tracker. And then I'm just gonna let this go through. If I kill this, there will only be 3 in the area, and this attack will only do 4 damage. If I don't kill this one, it'll do 5. So I'm gonna give this a shot and we're gonna see how it goes. Either way, I'll be okay, but my Rangers will be definitely depleted. So playing lead the charge here, I'm gonna roll our 2 dice. All right, let's see this. And that's the 2 damage we needed on Putty Pummel. So we'll take it out. Take this guy here, add him to the track. We are 1 away from another Zord. And then Swarm Attack activates. So that's 4 damage coming in because it's 1 damage plus 1 for every foot soldier. There are 3. Okay. First card, 3. It's a block. We've got 1 more damage coming in. 3, another block. This goes back to the bottom. And oh boy, our Rangers are just scraping by. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Let's see here. Primator's done. So we got rid of him. So we gain a Zord for killing him. And that's the Saber-Tooth Tiger Zord. And we gain an action for this turn since we defeated him. Now, all the rest of these putties will run away, flee the area as they will, get rid of the panic, and this area is now secure. All right, let me get this all sorted out and I'll let you know what I'm doing with our next turn. All right, so after our battle with Primator, I only had 1 energy left, and I'm gonna just throw that down here. It's probably not gonna matter in a second since I'm gonna be doing some recharges here, trying to get my discard pile back into my deck because, oh boy, we're looking pretty low right now. So I think I'm gonna actually start that out with spending 1, recharge, and we're gonna do black and red first. So we get 6 shields from each of their discard piles, and I think what I'm gonna go for right now is just trying to get as much back in as I can. So let's see, I'll take, let's see, what is that? I'll take Lead the Charge for 2, Team Tactics for 1, Blade Blaster for 1, and Tyranno Slash for 2. We're gonna add that back into his deck. So that's still the discard pile. And then for the Black Ranger, oh boy, we have a lot of options. Let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take Smooth Moves and both of the Mammoth Slams and put those back into his deck. All right, and that'll be our first recharge there. All right, I am now going to do a second recharge action. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it for the Black Ranger and the Pink Ranger. I'll let you know what cards I chose in just a moment. All right, for the Black Ranger, I decided to do both of these Reckless Blows, the Blade Blaster and the Power Axe for 6 shields total, leaving him with only both of his Sweeping Strikes in his discard. And then for the Pink Ranger, I did Flying Kick, Take Aim, Arrow Shot, and another Take Aim for 6 shields total. And now she only has Blade Blaster and one of her Flying Kicks in her discard pile. All right, after shuffling everything back up, we have 2 actions left. And I think what I'm gonna do is spend 1 of them to move our Rangers over to the Industrial District. And then spend our second one to do a battle with the 2 Super Putties and the 2 Putty Patrollers in this area. So let me grab those cards and we'll get that battle sorted out. Okay, so shuffling up the Putty Patrollers here. I'm actually gonna play these in alternating order. So we got the Putties and the Super Putties. So I'll play the Putties first and then the Super Putties and alternate like that. So we've got our first Putty, Leaping Attack, our Super Putty, Regrow, our third Putty, another Leaping Attack, and then our Super Putty, which is Putty Pummel. Okay, no guards are fast. That's good. All right, now, this is what our hand is looking like right now. We've got these 3 cards, so I'm gonna draw let's draw one from black. Okay, Mammoth Slam. I'll draw another one from him. Reckless Blow. I'll do, ooh, almost knocked these guys off. Oopsies. All right, let's draw another one from our Red Ranger. Lead Charge, that's good. And then I'm gonna draw one more from our Pink Ranger. Okay, Arrow Shot. All right, not too shabby. Let's see here. So for our first little turn here, I think what I'm gonna do is, oh man, what do I wanna do? I'll play Lead the Charge. And, oh, before I forget, Pink Ranger's ability Quick Shot. I'm gonna put that on Putty Pummel since it is the card with the most health on our track. So I'm gonna attack, Leaping Attack with Lead the Charge. So we'll do its ability first and then we'll draw a card. So, rolling 2 damage dice here. Let's see it. So we need to do 2 damage. And we did absolutely nothing. So what I'm gonna do is use Red Ranger's leadership ability and re-roll both of those dice. Come on, 2 damage. There we go, that's a heck of a lot better. Okay, so taking that 2 damage and applying it, we'll take it to this guy, flip him over, we get a Putty Patroller, put him on the track, and booyah, we have another Zord since it's all filled up. So, removing those guys. Oh, and the track is gonna go up to 3. I forgot to move it up last time when we took down Primator. We get the Triceratops Zord, very nice. Okay, we're starting to get stacked up here. Let's see. We do that and, oh, drawing a card, that's right. So I played one from red, I'm gonna draw another one from the Black Ranger's deck, and that's another Reckless Blow. Okay. I also forgot to get our little energy pool down here so you guys can see it. So we have our 3 from our Rangers and then our 2 extra that we get in general when we start a battle. Okay, so that'll go, and it is now our turn again. Oh, let's see here. What shall we do? I think I'm gonna play Reckless Blow, and I'll spend an energy to do it. And since I don't have any re-rolls, I'm going to discard another card from his deck. Blade Blaster, not too bad, that's only a 1 shield. I should be able to get that back pretty quickly. And I'll draw a card in a moment. First I'll do that 4 dice attack, and I'm gonna do it against Regrow. I really want to get rid of this card because I don't want another Super Putty in this location. Okay, so we're gonna roll our first 2 dice. All right, that's 1 hit and 1 miss. Our next 2 dice, we just need 1 more hit. And we got it. All right, perfect. So we take this guy out, flip it over, put another one of our Super Putties here on our track. Fantastic. And then, let's see, we can draw a card. I'm not going to. I think our hand is good. So this will go, and it is now our turn once more. So we have Leaping Attack and Putty Pummel here. I'm going to use Mammoth Slam here. Yeah, I'm gonna use Mammoth Slam. And since I now have 4 cards in Black Ranger's discard, I get +1 die to that attack, and we're gonna do it against Leaping Attack. So we've got 3 dice coming in on that guy. So we just need to do 2 damage. So we'll roll the first 2 dice first. Oh, that's 1. Okay, this second die just needs to be a damage. Oh, and it misses. Oof, that's brutal. Okay, so that's 1 damage on him. Let's see what cards do we have. For playing that card, I'm gonna draw one from Red Ranger for playing Mammoth Slam, and that's the Blade Blaster. Okay, this could be good. So we've got that, and now Leaping Attack is gonna get to go, and that's 3 damage. I'm going to do that 3 damage to the Red Ranger. Oh, and that's a block for 3, so we'll put that in the discard. All right, he tanked that. So now it is our turn again, and things are looking a little bit rough. I think what I'm gonna do is play Reckless Blow, and do I think I could take out Putty Pummel with only 2 dice? Oh man, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm just gonna do it because I don't want to discard another card from his deck because he only has 4 cards left. So I'm gonna roll our 2 dice. We just need 2 damage. I'm gonna roll them one at a time. Here we go. That is 1. Oh, and that's 2. Okay, so because we did the 2 damage necessary to defeat this guy, I'm gonna use Hip Hop Keto to deal 1 damage to another enemy adjacent to the target. So we'll kill both of these guys with 1 hit. So that's 1 more Super Putty and 1 more Putty added to our tracker here. And that is the end of this battle and this round. So I'm gonna get things set up for the next round, and I'll see you guys in a moment. At the start of round 3 here, we have a new event. Portals erupt across Angel Grove, releasing platoons of strange soldiers wearing ranger-like armor. Who knows where they came from, but they must be stopped. So from now on, each time a Putty Patroller foot soldier figure would be deployed, we're going to deploy a Mastodon Trooper. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, it is now the beginning of turn 3, and as you just heard, the Mastodon Troopers are invading. So, anytime a Putty Patroller is revealed, it will now be replaced with a Mastodon Trooper. The Super Putties will be deployed as normal. So, looking at our deployment deck, we first have Angel Grove Park with 2 Mastodon Troopers going there. So we've got the Mastodon Troopers. These guys actually look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And we're gonna put them over in Angel Grove Park. Okay. 3 in Ernie's Juice Bar. And what that's gonna do is that is actually going to panic that area because we already have 2 Super Putties in there. So we already have 1 area panicked. Oh boy. Our 3rd card, oh, and our monster is here. The Ranger Slayer and 2 Mastodon Troopers at Angel Grove High. Oh boy, this is going to be a bit of a rough fight. So, looking over at Angel Grove High, there are already 2 Super Putties there. So this is going to just meet the limit for the number of characters that are allowed to be there. I think what I'm gonna do is just have these guys coming in here. And we kind of got these dudes already moseying around. So that's gonna panic that location. So now we have 2 locations panicked out of the 4 needed to lose the game. Oh boy, and that was only 3 activations. Oh, our 4th one, 2 Super Putties in Ernie's Juice Bar. All right, that's already filled up. So those will go clockwise over to Angel Grove Park. And then we have our last activation. 2 more Mastodon Troopers at Ernie's Juice Bar. Oh no! Oh no, those are gonna go clockwise and those are going to panic Angel Grove Park. So at the beginning of our turn 3, we already have 3 locations panicked. Oh boy, this is going to be quite a rough turn. Let's see if we could turn things around. All right, so starting off our turn, what I think I'm gonna do is use our first action to move over to Angel Grove High. If I could take out the boss, the monster here, I can clear this area and then deal with things over here accordingly and hopefully gain my next 2 Zords if I play my cards right, quite literally. So what I'm gonna do though is after I move there, I'm gonna spend another action to recharge. I'm going to recharge the Black Ranger and Red Ranger. I'll choose those cards and show them to you in just a second. All right, so for the Red Ranger, I've chosen to take Lead the Charge ×2 and Tyranno Slash out of the discard. So that leaves all of his 3 shield cards in his discard. And then for the Black Ranger, I've taken Mammoth Slam, Reckless Blow, and Sweeping Strike, which leaves 3 cards in the Black Ranger's discard, Blade Blaster, Reckless Blow, and Sweeping Strike. So I'll get these 2 sets of cards shuffled in, and then we'll start our battle. All right, flipping over our next action, I'm going to start our battle. I'm actually going to make Zach the lead ranger for this battle, and grabbing our energy tokens from our 3 rangers and our 2 extras, we will start off with our energy pool of 5 over here. Now, taking a look at our hand, we don't have too many cards, so I will draw a few. Oh, well, we have 5. That's not too bad. So I'll draw another one from our Black Ranger. That's his Power Axe, not too shabby. And then I will draw, I'm gonna draw another one from the Red Ranger. Team Tactics, okay, very good. So we got our hand of 7. Get this over here, and now I'm gonna go get those cards for the enemies, and we'll play those out. Alrighty, so I've got the Ranger Slayer's cards over here. I'm gonna get those shuffled up real quick. Get those played out. So we've got Thunder Kick, fast. The ranger with the most cards in their hand must discard cards from their hand until they have discarded at least 4 shields or until they have no cards remaining in their hand. Oh, that's brutal. Suppressing Shots, guard, deal 3 damage to each ranger. Skip the next ranger turn. Slaying Shot, roll 4 dice and deal that much damage to the ranger with the fewest cards in their deck. And Bow of Darkness, deal 6 damage to the lead ranger. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got our work cut out for us in this battle. That is for sure. Now, I am going to roll a die to figure out which of these fast cards go first. On a single hit, it will be Slaying Shot. On a miss or a double hit, it'll be Thunder Kick. All right, let's do that here real quick. Oh, and it's Thunder Kick. Oh man. Okay, well, we're gonna get our butts handed to us, but you know what? We will give it a shot and see what happens. Next, I'm gonna do the Mastodon Troopers. Get those shuffled up here. Okay. Blaster Rifle, deal 2 damage to each ranger. Alpha Strike, deal 4 damage, divided among the rangers as they choose. So that'll go first there. And then we've got our 2 Super Putty Patrollers who are just kind of here. So we'll get 2 cards for them and put those at the end. Putty Pummel, deal 3 damage. Regrow, deploy a Super Putty Patroller to this location. Oh, not too shabby. Could be worse. So, well, I mean, in terms of the Super Putties, everything else is kind of terrifying. So, taking a look at what we've got here, I'm going to use the Pink Ranger's ability to deal 1 to Suppressing Shots here. And then, let's see. So it says the ranger with the most cards in their hand must discard cards from the hand until they have discarded at least 4 shields worth. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna do, so we're tied. So I'm gonna do that for our Pink Ranger. And we're gonna get rid of Acrobatics and Arrow Shot to hold on to the Power Bow. All right. So that's the first enemy turn done. And oh boy, that has devastated us. I think what I'm gonna do here, ooh, oh man. I'm gonna play Power Axe. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'll start with playing Team Tactics. So I gain 1 energy. So now our pool is up to 6 energy, and I'm gonna put that up here so you guys can see. And then I will spend 3 to play Power Axe, so we are back down to 3. All right, and then I get to draw 2 cards. I'll do that after I resolve this. Okay, so you've got 3 dice, and just to be clear, I am attacking suppressing shots. So I think I could at least kill it, but our goal here is to roll. Okay, so we got 3 dice. I'm gonna roll 2 first. Oh, okay, and then we got our 3rd die here, a double. This is exactly what I need. I'm gonna stick with this. So we've got our 3 damage, which will defeat. Yeah, it'll defeat suppressing shots. So at least I won't have to skip a turn. And then Power Axe says that after rolling, choose 2 dice from this attack and deal that much damage to each enemy card adjacent to the target. So you've got 3 damage here, which will take out Putty Pummel. So I'll add Super Putty Patroller to our track, and then we'll do 3 damage to Slaying Shot. And what I'm going to do is use Zach's ability Hip Hop Keto. Once per battle, after you defeat an enemy card with an attack, you may deal 1 damage to another enemy card adjacent to your target. I'll do that to Slaying Shot to get rid of it. So that will kill that. So that's 4 damage to that. And then we'll do our other 3 damage to Bow of Darkness. So that was, whew, we got very lucky, very, very, very lucky with that. So let's take our Super Putty, put him on the track. So we are 2 away from another Zord. And then let's see here, we get to draw our 2 cards. So we played 1 from red. So I'm going to draw a card from the Black Ranger. And then we played 1 from the Black Ranger. I'm going to draw another card from the Pink Ranger. Oh, and it's taking, okay, that's very nice. All right, so we've got, I think we're actually gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. Let's see though. All right, so the Ranger Slayer is gonna go. And it is now our turn again. I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna play Mammoth Slam, and I'm gonna do that to Bow of Darkness to try and get rid of it. So our Black Ranger does indeed have 4 cards in his discard pile. So we are going to add 1 die. So that's 3 dice. And we're gonna do our 3 dice attack. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna roll 2 first. All right, that's 2 damage. We need 1 more. Nothing. Oh man, I'm gonna use the Red Ranger's ability to give him a reroll, and we're gonna try and just get rid of that card. And we do it. All right, so taking a look at that, we have done 4 damage, so it is now dead. And then I will take these, put them over here, and let's see, we played a card from the Black Ranger. I'm gonna draw 1 from red. Okay, lead charge, not bad. So the Ranger Slayer will go. It is now our turn once more. So taking a look at what we've got, I think what I'm gonna do is play, oh man, I'm gonna play Lead the Charge. So that's 2 dice, and I'm going to attack, I'm gonna go for Alpha Strike with this attack. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Alpha Strike, because if I could just knock that out, I could get another one on the track and we'll be pretty close. So that's a 2 dice attack, and we need to do 2 damage. And that's only 1 damage. All right, that's okay. Could be worse. There are worse things in the world. Oh well, we tried. And because I played 1 from the Red Ranger, I'm going to draw 1 from the Black Ranger. And we got Sweeping Strike. This could be really good, actually. Okay, so the Ranger Slayer is gonna go again. It's now our turn once more. I'm gonna play Sweeping Strike, and I'm going to spend 1 of our energy to do it. and I'm going to attack Alpha Strike again. So we've got a two die attack coming in. We just need to do 1 damage. And we did it. Okay, so we take down Alpha Strike, and because of this card's ability, we could do 1 damage to an adjacent card. So I'm gonna do that to Thunder Kick up here. We'll take down Alpha Strike, and we'll take another little Mastodon Trooper here, and we will put him on the tracker. Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So because we played one from the Black Ranger, I'm gonna draw, oh boy. Do I wanna draw another card? I'll draw one from Pink. And we got Arrow Shot. Okay, not too bad. All right, so the Mastodon Trooper's gonna go. Then it's our turn again. I'm going to play Take Aim to gain 1 energy, and then play Arrow Shot to instantly use that energy. So we still got 2 in our pool there. And I'm gonna do that attack to Thunder Kick. So that's a 3 dice attack, and I get a reroll because I used Take Aim. So I'm gonna roll these 3 dice. Oh, 2 misses and 1 hit. So I'll re-roll these 2 dice. I just need to do 2 damage. And we did it in spades. Okay, so we take out Thunder Kick. The Ranger Slayer is defeated. And hold on, I have misplaced my hand. Here it is. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna let the rest of these cards go. I'm not gonna take any more cards. And so Blaster Rifle will go 2 damage to each Ranger. So we'll deal 2 to red. That's 2. 2 to black. 2. 2 to pink. And that is, oh, the card doesn't want to come up. 2. Okay, everybody's fine. Then this goes regrow, deploy 1 Super Putty to the location. I mean, we could do that, sure. But we defeated the Ranger Slayer. Ranger Slayer's gone. This area is no longer panicked, and all these minions run away. So there we go. We got that done. Whew. All right, I'm gonna get everything set back up. We've got these 2 energy left, actually. Let me put these on some Rangers. I'll put 1 on pink and 1 on red. This will go away. All right, very good. I'm gonna get things cleaned up. All right, so after defeating the Ranger Slayer, we gain a Zord, the Mastodon, very good, that one's awesome. And I haven't really been using the Zords yet in the game, but I think I will be very, very soon. So we move the tracker up to 4, and then we gain another action as per the solo mode rules for defeating that monster. Okay, now I'm gonna get things a little bit more tidied up. All right, so after defeating the Ranger Slayer, I think what I'm gonna do is start off by spending one of our actions to move our Rangers over to Ernie's Juice Bar, because we still have 2 panicked locations to deal with. And then I'm going to activate the Mastodon and exhaust this card to immediately remove 1 foot soldier figure from any location and place it on the experience track. So I'll place that sideways to show that I've used it, and I'm going to use it in Ernie's Juice Bar to get rid of 1 of these Mastodon troopers. So that'll fill up our track, and we will gain another Zord. So moving that up to 5, we'll gain our last normal Zord, which is the Tyrannosaurus. Put it up here, and the Megazord is waiting for us now. All right, I am going to recharge some guys here. I'll show you what cards I do, and once I recharge, I will show you what cards I pick, and we'll continue. Okay, so for the first recharge action for the Red Ranger, I took these 6 shields worth of cards, lead the charge, team tactics, and block. So I'm gonna put those back in, and we still have our Power Sword block and one of our Tyranno slashes in our discard. For the Black Ranger, I took Smooth Moves, Mammoth Slam, Blade Blaster, and Reckless Blow, which is 6 shields worth of cards. And in the discard, we still have Power Axe, Sweeping Strike, and our other Sweeping Strike. So all of our 3 shield cards are still in the discard for him. Okay, I think with our second action here, I'm gonna recharge again, and I'm gonna do another recharge on pink and another one on black. So pink and black, And I'll come back to you with those cards in a second. Alrighty, for the Black Ranger, I took these 6 shields worth of cards. I took the Power Axe and Sweeping Strike, so he only has 1 card left in his discard, and that's Sweeping Strike. For the Pink Ranger, I took these 6 shields worth of cards. I got Flying Kick, Arrow Shot, Take Aim, and Blade Blaster. So the only ones in her discard now are Acrobatics, Arrow Shot, and Flying Kick. Alright, and shuffle those in, and we'll get started with our last action of the round. Alrighty, so our last action is going to be spent attacking these guys at Ernie's Juice Bar. So we've got 2 Mastodon Troopers and 2 Super Putty Patrollers. So let me get their decks out over here. I'll play the Super Putties first, and then the Mastodon Troopers. Okay, so we've got Putty Pummel, Swarm Attack, and then Blaster Rifle and Alpha Strike. And Alpha Strike is a fast, so it will actually move to the front. So that is deal 4 total damage divided among the Rangers as they choose, deal 3 damage, deal 1 damage, increase this damage bound for each foot soldier, and then just deal 2 damage to each Ranger. Okay, oh shoot, I did something really stupid, and I forgot to draw cards before flipping for the battle. I'm going to just play this like this, because I should have remembered, so that's my bad, honestly. We do have our energy pool of 5, and our lead Ranger is going to be the Black Ranger. So yeah, this will go first. Deal 4 total damage divided among the Rangers as they choose. I will deal, I'll deal 1 to Kimberly, so that's 2, so that'll go back into her deck. I'll deal 1 to Red. That's a 2. That'll go on the bottom of his deck. And then I'll deal 2 to the Black Ranger Zach Taylor here. And that's 2. That'll just go straight to his discard. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to kind of negate my foolishness with only having 3 cards in my hand is I will play the Sabertooth Tiger Zord, and I'll exhaust this and allow each participating Ranger to draw up to 2 cards. So what I will do is I will draw 2 from the Black Ranger, and I will draw 2 from the Pink Ranger. And there we go, that is our hand. I think we're back. So I'm not gonna draw any from the Red Ranger, because I think we're good. And we have a lot of Blade Blasters, oh my gosh. Okay, seeing this, I think what I'm gonna do is play Team Tactics to gain an energy. Another Ranger of my choice may immediately play 1 card. I will then play, I'll play the Black Ranger's Blade Blaster. And here, what are we gonna do? We'll spend, let's see, we'll spend at least 3. Oh man, let me look at the cards in my hand again. We're gonna spend 5 energy, and we're gonna get rid of Swarm Attack and Alpha Strike. So that's 5 energy, and just for reference, Blade Blaster, amount of damage equal to the energy spent to play this card, and I could divide it among any number of targets. There's no guard cards, so we don't gotta worry about that. So we're gonna do that. Take 2 of our guys here, add them to the track over here, and yeah, so I can, let's see, I played 1 from Red and 1 from Black. So for the card I played from Red, I'll draw 1 from Black. And for the card I played from Black, I will, I'm actually gonna draw, oh man. You know what, I'll draw 1 from Red for the one I played from Black. Okay, we got a block. That's not horrible. So this Putty Pummel will go, deal 3 damage. And what I'm gonna do actually is I'll play Smooth Moves to gain an energy and reduce the incoming damage by 2. So we gain an energy, so that's 1 damage coming in. I'm going to do that damage Oh man, I'll do it to the Black Ranger. And he fully blocks it with the 3-shield power axe. That'll go back onto the bottom of his deck. And because we played a card, we get to draw one. I'm gonna draw one from our Pink Ranger. And we got Take Aim. Okay, very good. All right, let's see what's next. I'm just realizing now there's a ton of stuff that I forgot to do. I forgot to do Kimberly's quick shot at the beginning of the round, so that's too bad. And I also completely forgot about Hip Hop Keto, so I could have done 1 damage to one of these 2 cards, but that is what it is. So I think, what I'm gonna do, oh man, this is rough. I think I'm gonna play Take Aim, and then to gain an energy, and then I'll play Blade Blaster and spend 3 energy to get rid of Blaster Rifle. Okay, things are, yeah, a little bit rough, but that's okay. That's okay. So I played 2 from the Pink Ranger, so I'm gonna draw 2 from the Black Ranger. So you got Smooth Moves and Reckless Blow. Okay, we're not doing too bad. We'll flip this, and before I forget, let me quickly add that Mastodon Trooper to the track. Bam, he's over there. And I think what I'm actually gonna do is play Pterodactyl. Exhaust this card during the battle to gain 2 energy. And we will gain 2 more energy to our pool, which is non-existent. So now we have a pool of energy. All right, so that just went, let's see, it is now our turn. I suppose what I'll do is I will play Reckless Blow for 1 energy, and I'll discard a card, and it's Mammoth Slam, to add 2 dice to that. So that'll be 4 dice on Putty Pummel. Let's see if we could get this battle done with and get the round over. All right, 4 dice coming in. And oh boy, that is certainly an attack. 5 damage right there. Take out Putty Pummel, get rid of this fella here, add him to the tracker, get rid of this, and voila. That is the end of the round. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up here. Oh, before I forget, take this 1 energy, and oh man, who do I wanna put it on? I think I'll put it on red. He'll store it for now. And then this will go back here. All right, it's almost time for it is time for round 3. I'm gonna get things cleaned up and get round 3 all set up, and I'll see you shortly. Alrighty, I've gotten everything cleaned up. I replaced the figures here with some damage tokens just to show where we're at. We've got our 1 energy there on the Red Ranger. We've got our Rangers in Ernie's Juice Bar, and we've got Angel Grove Park Panicked. All right, and I set everything up over here. All these cards are no longer exhausted. Our actions are back. Let's spawn in some enemies. Okay, round 4. Here we go. Okay, we've got 1 Mastodon Trooper going to Angel Grove Park, which is already panicked, so it will go clockwise over to Angel Grove High. Oh, hold on. There we go. Let's fix this real quick. There we go. All right, next card. Another Mastodon Trooper in Angel Grove Park. All right, I'm gonna place another one at the high school, at the high school because of the clockwise direction. 2 Mastodon Troopers over in Ernie's Juice Bar by our Rangers. 2 more in the Industrial District, and I am out of minis to use for them, so I'm just going to place 2 Putty Patroller miniatures, and we'll know that those are Mastodon Troopers for now. So those are in the Industrial District there, Ernie's Juice Bar, the Park, and Angel Grove High. So things are starting to pack up a little bit. And then we have our last, oh boy, the Black Dragon. All right, I'm gonna go read off what happens with him as we continue. That's not the end of it. An energy surge rocks the command center. followed by an immense explosion, revealing the leader of the invaders, the Black Dragon. All right, so in the invasion scenario, the Black Dragon will spawn immediately into the command center, and it is now command center assault rules. So if at the end of our actions here, any enemies are still in here, we instantly lose. Now, we have also lost all 3 of our energy that was in there. So if any of our rangers die, they are now out of the game. So he instantly spawns 4 Mastodon troopers with him instead of whatever card, whatever enemy was on the card that spawned. So he is now in there. So that is our big bad to defeat. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I think I have a pretty ingenious plan here to take care of the Black Dragon. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna recharge a little bit with my rangers. Then I'm going to get rid of these 2 Mastodon troopers here, which will fill up our bar, and we'll get the Megazord. And then I'm thinking after we get the Megazord, we pop him here, go here, and just go for an all-out attack and try and take out the Black Dragon. Now, in the invasion scenario rules, the Black Dragon acts as a boss, so we do have to defeat 6 of his cards instead of 4, like a monster regularly. All right, so I'm gonna get started on this plan. I will first spend an action to recharge, and I'm going to recharge, I'll recharge our Black Ranger and our Pink Ranger first, and I'll show you what cards I pick. Okay, starting with the Black Ranger here, I chose Mammoth Slam, Reckless Blow, Blade Blaster, and another Mammoth Slam for his 6 shields worth of cards. His discard now only has Sweeping Strike and Smooth Moves. For the Pink Ranger, I chose Blade Blaster, Take Aim, Arrow Shot, and Flying Kick for 6 shields there, and now the only thing left in her discard is Acrobatics. All right, I'm gonna get those shuffled in and we'll get started with the next action. Okay, starting with our next action, I'm going to flip it and start a battle with these 2 Mastodon troopers. Now, before we do anything, before I forget, we've got our hand here. We currently have 6 cards, and I think what I'm gonna do is draw 1 more from the Pink Ranger. Take aim, okay. So that'll be our hand. And now we get to spawn in our Mastodon troopers. So shuffling these guys up. Oh, also, I'm going to make the lead ranger for this battle the Black Ranger, just so I don't forget to tell you guys about that. All right, shuffling up our Mastodon trooper cards here. All right, we are playing 2. So we got the first one here, Blaster Rifle, and the second one, Dragon Cannon, which is a fast card. All right, so that's gonna go first. Let's see here. Let me get my pile of energy. So we have a 5 energy pool since we just recharged, and all of our rangers had their personal energies back. All right, there it is. So, Dragon Cannon, fast drain. Oh, wait. Kimberly's ability, deal 1 damage to any card at the start of the battle. I'll deal it to Blaster Rifle since we aren't going to be able to get rid of this right away. So play that, drain 1. Each ranger must discard 1 card from their hand. Oof, that is rough. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard Acrobatics. I'll discard Blade Blaster, and I'll discard Smooth Moves, unfortunately. So this is what our hand looks like now. And oh boy, that was pretty devastating. What I think I'm gonna do now is I think I'm gonna play Sweeping Strike. So we'll spend 1 energy to do that. And let's roll our 2 dice and see if we can't cook something up here. All right, so 2 die attack. That is, oh my goodness, 4 damage on Blaster Rifle. So we'll take out Blaster Rifle, and then it says deal 1 damage to an enemy card adjacent to the target. So we will deal one to him, and then I will use Hip Hop Keto to deal another damage since I defeated this card. Okay, very nice. All right, so 3 energy left. Oh, I played a card from the Black Ranger, so I could draw a card from either red or pink. I think I will draw a card from I'll draw a card from the Pink Ranger. Oh, and it's a take aim. Oh, this is not good in this scenario for me. Oh, man. We only need one more to get the Megazord. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Saber-Toothed Tiger, exhaust it, and I can allow each participating ranger to draw up to 2 cards. So I will draw 2 from the Black Ranger. Oh my goodness, Reckless Blow and, oh shoot, sorry, I drew 1 too many. That's Mammoth Slam and Power Axe. Okay, whoopsie daisies, that's my bad. Let's see, we have 4, 5, 6, 6 cards in our hand. I'll draw 1 from red. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do then is play Mammoth Slam. If there are 4 or more cards in your discard pile, add 1 die to this attack. There are exactly 4, so I'll play that, and we will get to roll 3 dice against Dragon Cannon to try and take it out. So let's see if we can't just beat it. All right, there we go. 4 damage, it's dead. And now with that, booyah. That's our track filled up. And we have our Dino Megazord. So let me move that up. We'll get the card. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get this cleaned up and we'll start with our next action. All right, so I took those 2 Mastodon Troopers that we took out and replaced the Putty Patrollers that I was subbing in the Industrial District. And I think what I'm gonna do next is I will move our group to the command center. Oh, it's gonna be a little close quarters in there. And then I think I'm gonna spend another action to recharge some of our guys here. So I'm going to recharge the Black Ranger and Red Ranger, and I'll come back in a moment with the cards. All right, for the Black Ranger, I got Smooth Moves ×2 and Mammoth Slam, leaving only both of the Sweeping Strikes in his discard. For the Red Ranger, I got Team Tactics, Tyranno Slash, and Power Sword, leaving only Blade Blaster and Block in his discard. So I'll put those over there and shuffle these in, and then we'll get started with the battle. Okay, before I start this battle, I'm going to activate the Dino Megazord, exhaust this card to place the Megazord token in any location at the start of each battle. In the Megazord's current location, deal 1 damage to each enemy card. So we will take that token here, and we'll put it right behind our Rangers so we don't forget. All right, I'm gonna put that card right into our little active area here so that we don't forget about that in-game effect. All right, using our next action, we're going to start a battle, and before we do, I'm gonna check our hand. 3, okay, we have 6 cards. I'm gonna draw 1 from the Black Ranger. Smooth Moves, okay, so now we have a full hand. All right, so shuffling up the Black Dragon cards. Remember, we have to defeat 6 of these instead of just 4 to win, and if he's left and we haven't beaten him, we lose the game. All right, first one, Dragon Crusher. Guard, deal 3 damage. The ranger who suffers this damage must discard from their hand the card with the most shields. Okay. Black Claw, deal 5 damage. Another Black Claw to deal 5 damage. And then Nega Beam. Fast. Each ranger must shuffle 1 random card from their hand back into their deck, then discard the top 2 cards of their deck. Oh my goodness, that is going to be an absolutely horrible thing for me. Oh man. Okay, and then we have 4 Mastodon Troopers. So let's shuffle these cards up here. Just get them all mixed up, and then deal them out. So we've got Armored Assault, roll 2 dice and deal that much damage to a single ranger. That's not too bad. Oh, another one, but they're guard cards. Oh, that's not good. Oh no. Oh man. This is going to be a rough one. Alpha Strike, deal 4 total damage divided among the Rangers as they choose, and that's going to push both of these cards back, now guarding one of these Black Claw cards. Oh boy. And we've got Blaster Rifle, deal 2 damage to each Ranger. Okay, we have quite the stack up here, and I think what I'm going to do is move this setup really quickly. So before I put the initial damage out on all these guys, I'm going to move this. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, and at the start of this battle, we deal 1 damage to each enemy card because of the Dino Megazord. So let's do that really quickly. All right. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do... Oh boy, this is going to be a rough one. I'm going to deal the additional damage from Kimberly. Oh man. I'm going to deal it to... Oh man, this is a rough one. I think I will deal it to... I'll deal it to Mega Beam. You'll see why in a moment. I think using Power Axe, I could potentially take out this area of cards right here. But we'll see if that actually works out. So, obviously this goes first. Each Ranger must shuffle 1 random card from their hand back into their deck. Hopefully, that Power Axe is not what I get rid of. So, first we'll do Kimberly. Okay, we'll take this card here, shuffle that back into her deck, and then we gotta discard the top 2 cards. Flying Kick and Take Aim. Okay. Now, the one I'm dreading. Oh geez. Let's see, we'll take this one. I really hope that isn't the one I think it is. Shuffle these up. Oh, and our Power Axe is gone. Oh, that is rough. Okay, and then our Red Ranger. Oh, and just for reference, our lead Ranger is the Red Ranger for this battle. Okay, I'll discard the top 2. Lead the charge, Power Sword. Oh boy, this is getting very, very brutal. Okay, so... Oh, I think I shuffled 1 too many into the Red Ranger's deck. So I'm just going to draw 1 from his pile because I shuffled 1 too many and it's Team Tactics. Okay, let's see here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to exhaust the Triceratops Zord to allow any Ranger to choose up to 2 cards from their discard pile and return them to the top of their deck in any order. Okay, so I'm going to do that to our good friend, the Black Ranger. And we are going to take his Power Axe and one of these Sweeping Strikes. And we are going to put the Power Axe on top, Sweeping Strike underneath it, and put those back on top of his deck. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play Team Tactics. Or actually, no, I'm not. Oh boy, this is rough. This is very, very rough. Man. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to play... Oh man. I'm going to play Take Aim, and then I will play Power Bow. And oh man, do I really... Oof. This is a hard turn, guys. just for a reminder, I'll put our energy pool over here. So we have 5 right now. So yeah, I guess we'll play Take Aim and Power Bow. So that's 2 energy that we're spending because we're just gonna do the one for that one. And then I suppose, I guess the best thing that I can attack right now would probably be, oh, this is so rough. Man, because I really didn't want to do this. I was hoping that I would still have that other card. I'm gonna do this attack. Man, this is a hard one. Oh boy. This is really gonna seem like a waste, and I could see why, but I think I could set myself up for something pretty good here. So I'm going to do this attack on this Black Claw over here. So we've got 6 dice and we get a reroll on it, and we only need to do 3 damage. Oh, okay. Okay, did we? Yes. Yes, we did. We did 4. Okay. So this card flips, and we get to draw 2 cards because we played 2. So we're gonna draw one from the Black Ranger to get his Power Axe back, and then we're gonna draw one from the Red Ranger, and we'll get another Team Tactics. Okay, this could be a lot worse. We're doing all right. So we're gonna play Dragon Crusher now. That's gonna activate. So deal 3 damage. I'll play Smooth Moves as a reaction, and I'll draw one from the Pink Ranger for playing that. I got Arrow Shot. So Smooth Moves reduces the damage by 2, and I gain an energy. I'm going to do that 1 damage to the Red Ranger, and he has to discard the card with the most shields from his hand. It's going to be just one of the Team Tactics, and we're going to do 1 damage to him. Flips Tyranno Slash, 2 shields. That'll go on the bottom of his deck. Okay. We're not working with a lot here anymore, but I think we'll be okay. We did gain an energy, and it is now our turn again. So I'm gonna play Power Axe for 3. Okay. And let's see here. Yeah, okay, we're gonna play Power Axe for 3. Okay, and we're gonna be targeting Dragon Crusher. All right, here we go. So that's 3 dice. 3 damage. Oh, do I want to risk it? The answer is yes. Yes, I do. I'm going to use the Red Ranger's ability to re-roll this 2 dice from this attack. Let's see if we could do a little bit better than that. Yes, yes we did. Okay, so that's 4 damage. So we take out Dragon Crusher, and then we get to choose 2 dice, which will be these 2, and we're doing 3 damage to each adjacent card. So we take out this one, and this one, because it had 2 damage on it. And oh boy, that was the move we needed right there. All right, so we still have 1 energy in the pool, and for playing one of the Black Ranger's cards, I think I'm going to draw one from our good friend, the Red Ranger, and we got Tyranno Slash. Okay, I'm going to really quickly get some things cleared up, and then we will start with the next enemy turn. All right, so now this Black Dragon card will go, and it is our turn again. I guess I could just start getting rid of Mastodon Troopers, but I don't know if I really want to, honestly. I think what I'm going to do is just skip my turn. I'll skip my turn again, so deal 4 total damage divided among the Rangers as they choose. So let's see here. I guess we will do 3 damage to Zach, and that's whew, I got lucky on that one. And then 1 damage to Kimberly. Sorry. That's 2. Okay, that goes to the bottom of her deck. Okay, there we go. That's that one done. And this one will go. And Armored Assault will go. Roll 2 dice, deal that much damage to a single ranger. We'll do that damage to Zach. Nothing. Whew, lucky there. And then we have Blaster Rifle, deal 2 damage to each ranger. That's 2. 1, 2, that'll go on the bottom. And then 1, 2, and that'll go on the bottom of her deck. Okay, and that's the end of the enemy turn. So we remove 1 of these Mastodon Troopers, and I'll just put it on there just because, you know, that's how we normally do it. And I'll get this cleaned up, and then we'll start with the next action that we're doing. All right, guys, I'm gonna spend our next action to recharge our red and black rangers. We only had 1 energy left at the end of the last round, so I gave that to Kimberly. We're gonna recharge these 2 guys, and then we're gonna start with the battle. I'll show you what cards I picked in just a second. Okay, for the Red Ranger, I chose Lead the Charge, Team Tactics, Lead the Charge, and Blade Blaster, leaving only the Power Sword and 1 of his blocks in his discard. And then for the Black Ranger, I chose Smooth Moves, Reckless Blow, and Power Axe, leaving Sweeping Strike, Blade Blaster, and Sweeping Strike in his discard. I'm gonna get those shuffled in, then we'll start the next battle. Okay, starting our next battle, we have our energy pool of 5 energy. We gained 2 back on the Black and Red Ranger during their recharge. So we have 3 from the Rangers and then 2 from the normal rules for gaining energy in the energy pool. So before we play enemy cards, let's look at our hand. I'm gonna grab 2 from the Black Ranger. Okay, Power Axe and Reckless Blow. I'm gonna grab 1 from the Red Ranger. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could grab 1 more. I'm gonna grab 1 more from the Black Ranger. And that's Smooth Moves. Okay, not too shabby. Okay, we're gonna get started by playing the enemy cards now. So we've got the remaining 4 cards from the Black Dragon. We need to defeat 2 more to beat him. And this was our last action spent to do this battle. So if I don't beat 2 of his cards here, we are done for. So we've got another Nega Beam. Oh boy. Chaos Wave. While this card is in play, each time a ranger plays a card, drain 1 energy after that card resolves. Oh boy. Dragon Crusher. Deal 3 damage. The ranger who suffers this damage must discard from their hand the card with the most shields. And Black Claw. Okay, so we already have a pretty intensive lineup there. Now it's time for our Mastodon Troopers. Hopefully we get lucky and we don't have too many guard cards. Okay, so let's see here. We've got Dragon Cannon, Alpha Strike, and Blaster Rifle. And from what I know of this game, fast cards with less health go first. If that is not the actual rule for that, please let me know in the comments. I will not play it like that anymore, but as far as I know, that's how you do it. Okay, now because of the Dino Megazord, we get to do 1 damage to each of these cards right off the top, which is pretty good. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Then I could do an extra damage to 1 of these. I'm going to do it to Chaos Wave, because that's from Kimberly's ability. Now comes the sucky part. The part I was not looking forward to. Now we have to do what Nega Beam says. So for Nega Beam, each ranger must shuffle 1 random card from their hand back into their deck, then discard the top 2 cards of their deck. Oh boy, this is going to be very, very bad. So Kimberly's won't be so random. It's arrow shot. Red, we got these three. Put those up here, and then black, we have these, and we could lose the power axe again, which would be very, very sucky. All right, we're gonna do black first. Okay, so we will take a random one from here. Just do this one. Take his deck, shuffle it in. Please don't be the power axe. Discard the top two cards. Reckless Blow and Mammoth Slam. Okay. Then we've got the Red Ranger. Shuffle these up. Take one. Put it in his deck, and then discard the top two cards. Tyranno Slash and Blade Blaster. Okay. Ooh, and then I think that was our Black Ranger. Let's put him back. And then we just got Kimberly. She only has 2 cards left in her discard, so I'm not gonna be able to draw any more cards from her. And it's Flying Kick and Arrow Shot. Okay. So what does our hand look like now? Okay, things could be a lot worse. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play Team Tactics to gain 1 energy, and then I will play Power Axe for 3, and I'm going to attack Dragon Crusher. Okay, so that's a 3 dice attack. Just another heads up, the lead ranger for this is the Red Ranger. All right, let's roll these. Oh, abysmal. I'll be using Red Ranger's ability to re-roll those 2 dice. Come on. I just need 1 with 2 damage on it. And we didn't get it. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Okay, well, I guess my luck has finally run out. But we will still do 2 damage to each adjacent card, which will put some of them pretty close. So we've got 2 more on Chaos Wave, 2 more on Dragon Crusher, 2 more on Black Claw, and then we do actually get rid of this blaster rifle, so I guess we did something. Get rid of one of those Mastodon Troopers. And then, oh man, that's that turn. Oh, and while this card is in play, each time a ranger plays a card, drain 1 after that card resolves. So we're draining 2 energy. Oh, what a fool I am, because we played 2 cards. Oh boy, we're in a really bad spot. So since we played 2 cards, we do get to draw 2. So we played 1 from red, so we'll draw a card from Black Ranger. Smooth moves once again. Oh, and then 1 from the Red Ranger, and that's lead the charge. Okay. So, oh, I didn't defeat a card. Oh, I did defeat a card. So I could do Hip Hop Keto to defeat an adjacent card to that one. I'll do it to this one and get rid of Dragon Crusher. Okay, so that's the Black Ranger's ability used. I've used all of my Ranger's abilities now. But at least the guard is off of that card. Okay, so there's no more guard on these 2. Okay, things could be a lot worse now that I'm looking at it. Let me mark off that I've used his ability. Okay. I think it's time for our last stand here. So that goes since we used our card. Okay, it is our turn. We're gonna use lead the charge. Chaos Wave is still in play, so we drain 1. And then, oh geez, it's anytime a ranger plays a card. That's tough. Anyway, I'm going to exhaust the Tyrannosaurus Megazord, or Zord, to add 2 dice to that attack, and I'm going to attack Chaos Wave. I have 4 dice. There's no way I miss all 4 attacks. All right. No whiff. Come on, come on. All right, we did it. So we do 3 damage. That will destroy Chaos Wave. We got rid of it. It's gone, folks. It is done. Okay. So we played one from the Red Ranger, so I'm going to draw one from the Black Ranger. Reckless Blow. We don't have any energy anymore. Oh, this next card for Black Dragon will go. Let's see here. Oh boy, things are getting really, really rough. I think what I'm going to do is, man, I guess I'll play Team Tactics. And then I'll play Reckless Blow because Team Tactics gives me 1 energy, so it will be immediately used. And then I will have a 2 dice attack against Black Claw. I need to get rid of this card. So that's 2 dice. I just need 1 damage. And we do it. Okay. This is gone. And since I played one from the Black Ranger, I'm going to draw one from Red Ranger. Got Tyrannoslash. Okay, so that goes. Now it is the Mastodon Troopers' turns. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let this go. So that's deal 4 damage divided among the Rangers as they choose. I'll play both of these Smooth Moves cards. And it reduces the damage by 2 for each one, and I gain 1 for each one I play. Or wait. Yeah, play this card when any ranger suffers damage to reduce that damage by 2. I'm gonna assume I could play both of these because I can spread this as much as I want. So I'll spread the first 2 to red and play Smooth Moves, then I'll do it to pink and play Smooth Moves. That's how I'm gonna rule this. If that's not how this card is played, let me know. But that's just how I'm gonna do it. So I gain 2 energy for that, block all the damage. Very nice. And then I'm just gonna let the next one go, and it says drain 1. Each ranger must discard 1 card from their hand. Draining 1. The only card I have in my hand is Tyrannoslash. I have no other ranger cards in my hand. I don't know if that means I have to discard a card from their deck, but it doesn't say. So I'm just gonna discard this card. We have no more hand. That is the end of the enemy turn. We defeated 3 cards. We only needed 2 more. And with that, the Black Dragon is defeated. The Black Dragon and the Ranger Slayer are defeated, but both of them manage to evade capture and flee through a portal to who knows where. Your relief is cut short by the Black Dragon's echoing laughter. You think this is over, Rangers? Ha! This is only the beginning. All right, so wrapping up with my final thoughts of scenario number 1, Invasion. I thought it was really fun. It definitely kept me on my toes. I mean, the Rangers here were down to 1 card, and 2 cards respectively in their discard piles, and I ended without even a hand. So definitely had me at the edge of my seat. I mean, I think if I made 1 wrong play there, I would have definitely been, you know, had my butt handed to me. Thankfully, though, I think I got some good card draws, and you know, everything kind of lined up and it worked out. But man, that was a lot of fun. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing Scenario 1 Invasion played out, and I don't know, we'll see when I do another one. I'm planning to do all 4 of the Shattered Grid related you know, scenarios, so we'll see when I get around to the next 3. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. If there was any rules that I messed up, please put them in the comments. I want to play the game right. Just let me know. If there's anything that you would like to see in future videos, let me know. This is obviously my first upload about Heroes of the Grid. So any formatting things that you think I could change up to make it more clear what's going on, just let me know. And yeah, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye. This is Mr. Extreme Table signing off.